intake manifold review / instructions for RB25 and RB20. Now look, I got a RB26, so it might be slightly different, yes, but yeah, yo, let's be honest, okay. At the end of the day, it's the same like idea, okay. It's the same type of engine, family. It's an RB, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's an RB, right? So yeah, let me look at that actually.
I've decided to do a review.
Cause look now, this is what I was saying though. You see that? That tube is elongated like that. This one is like this. This one's like that. This one's like this. Those are those the one. Yeah, cause I remember on my in my packaging box whatnot though, I have those for sure. But there's that's that. Yeah. Yep. That's that. That's that. I hope you're gonna talk about it, but that's that. Yeah, this the part I'm trying to understand though.
On the ISR intake manifold for the RB25 and possibly RB20, there are only slight differences between the two heads. So I'll dive in and give you the parts list that they show on their page when they're selling it, but they don't exactly tell you what everything is and where it goes. There's no instructions to put this together.
Ooh, what happened to
They don't exactly tell you what everything is and where it goes. There's no instructions.
What happened to over there?
Instructions to put this together. So in the kit, we'll include all of these hoses that are just the water lines to go to the manifold.
Yeah.
They go to all these parts.
And those are the inlets.
So those go into the head. This.
Yeah, speak about it. Speak up.
The same.
Bro, speak about it, bro. This is exactly what I'm trying to know. Speak about that.
So those go into the head. This is the same tube diameter as the stock radiator for a Skyline.
Okay, good to know. So piping wise, won't have to change too much, you know.
Or probably whatever older Nissan you're throwing this into. This is the water temp sensor stock, perfectly sized.
Okay.
This is a 12 by 1.25, and I know that for a fact because I had just tested the oil drain plug and the other side. They're the exact same size. This is
wait, hold on.
Oil drain plug and the other side. They're the exact same size.
So, but from factory, there's only one.
This is as well.
I'm kind of confused though.
I will be getting a different fitting.
But at least, the water temperature sensor is right there. That's for sure. That's a good thing, you know.
What you should do is just get the size of these. Do not install them.
Okay. The good thing is, I already bought some replacement fittings because
they're incredibly weak fittings. I was kind of surprised. Mine just snapped off.
I wanted a bigger ID.
It wasn't too much force. This one's even worse. This one seems to be a tapered pipe thread.
There's got to be this one.
And this is absolutely drilling it out.
Has to be that, yeah, for sure.
Just so you know, these are incredibly light, but that's all right. I'm going to be threading this into a 1/8 NPT for a map sensor. So that's what I'll be doing. I don't know what this original thread size is because I can't measure it anymore. This one is the M12 by 1.25. The company does include a block-off plate for an IACV.
Oh, this is what that is for. Oh, I didn't know all that. Hold on.
The company does include a block-off plate for an IACV.
This is what this a block-off plate?
IAC, idle control valve, whatever you want to call it. But this is the direct mate to the actual idle control. So it would fit right on the bottom.
So see now, look, on my intake manifold, right, that section, this exact one is different because, mine is for an RB26. So, yeah. I mean, it's good to know, though, that this can be blocked off or utilized,
Obviously, it flipped around. This is for your throttle cable, so you can lock it into place and pull this. Most of the rest of the hardware they include is actually pretty good. These aren't just cheap hose clamps. The standoffs could be a little bit tougher, but that's okay. In all, these lines fit in there really pretty well. Really no burrs, good machine surface.
Yeah, it looks about the same, bro.
I really like the welded look of this whole thing.
Look, a few minutes ago, right? I didn't mention that mine, Intec Plenum is a gloss black though, and I am grateful for that decision because it's gonna look good in the engine bay though. For real, for real. This is gonna make sense though. This is gonna look good. At least for my taste, you know.
Is really pretty large. So
How much? Wait, how much?
Throttle body being a
90?
90 millimeter.
I forgot about that. Okay, those is 90 millimeters. All right, nice to know. Good to know.
Large. So this is my hand, and it fits all the way in that tube. And then you got a adapter plate with the kit. This adapter plate to put your throttle position sensor on. So this is very simple. You also
So the TPS.
Type. I think this is some sort of other throttle position sensor or just a block off plate for it. I don't.
What is this?
know what this bracket's for. They don't.
Ah, bro, she doesn't know. So there's some leftover like hardware that you could use and whatnot.
And then there's an extra.
I mean, bro, he doesn't know about this. Alright, okay, cool, nice. But like, if you look at this, right, it gotta be something to mount something else too. Has to though, cause there's no way. Like, why would that be there? You know, probably for the I'm forgetting the words though. The pedal maybe, like the cable.
Bracket. If I would have to guess, I think this would probably be for a fuel pressure regulator.
This?
They give you
this?
This would probably be for a fuel.
There's no way. No. I don't know.
Pressure regulator. They give you more fittings, and that's probably for the fuel rail they give you. Maybe a third for the bottom. I put the plug port in instead because I'm just gonna have pressure go from one side to the other. So no matter how you want to set this up with however many cc's you have in your injector, has to be a 14 millimeter head and seat.
See, now look, that I didn't know though. He said 14 or
you have in your injector has to be a 14 millimeter head and seat.
Okay, 14 head, 14 seat.
You can get an extension.
What about the length though?
But when I got these, I guess I didn't read ISR's website. It says 48 or another dimension in the 60s for length.
Wait, 48 or 60, bro?
It's 48 or another dimension in the 60s for length. So I ended up cutting my standoffs and with slight modification, but it's not bad. Really
I'm gonna have to check that, like the length though.
Side, so there's no wiggle, no play. It's not pulling these out of here.
And by the way, what type of injectors you got though? Hold on, man. Let me see that too. What you got?
You really couldn't tell.
I mean, I can't tell for sure, bro.
In the 60s for
hold on.
Length.
Ooh, wait. Hold on. Let me check.
48 or
come on, bro.
Dimension in the 60s for length.
So 0 to 8, maybe 0. 708 117.
So I ended up cutting my standoffs and with slight modification, but it's not bad. You really couldn't tell. I just chopped them and fit it to size, so there's no wiggle, no play.
Also, I could do that too, though. I'm gonna use the length that they actually like recommend to use, you know.
So these are all doing good. So 14 millimeter injectors, right? You can get individual wiring harnesses for these to plug them right into your RB set. If you have a RB25 or an RB20 in the R32, you get them as individual wires like I did. So you get these from Wiring Specialties. Really nice.
Can get adapters, yeah,
like
true.
$45.
Ooh, speaking about that though, I'm trying to think, but realistically speaking, right? By using some better, injectors, yeah, I'm gonna have to check the OEM wiring harness though. I'm gonna have to check like what it is, from factory. I'm gonna have to check that. I might need to purchase some adapters just like him. I think I might need to do
Nice,
that.
short, quick harness. I think all these are like $45. So that's how you're gonna deal with your top feed injectors there. WiringSpecialties.com is where I went. No, I'm not selling their product, but feel free to sponsor me. This is what the bay looks like without the manifold in there currently.
Okay, although this part is like doesn't truly apply to me because my engine is not there. It's not like in the engine bay. So it's like, yeah, that's not me.
So I have a little bit of wiring to.
Yeah, he said it. Let me check the wiring still though.
But
let me check.
Here's what is going to connect to your manifold. So you have a couple.
Well, wiring and vacuum, of course. But
right, or vacuum lines, I guess I should say.
See?
You have your brake booster line, which I replaced with a different one. So it's going to curve right up, go to the bottom, and then you have these two as well. One is for a fuel pressure regulator.
Okay.
And, do your research in your setup. You don't want your boost or your fuel pressure fluctuating your vacuum.
Maybe you just gotta use a I forgot the name, but it's a valve that you put in between lines that can only flow one way.
So
I don't want to say a bypass valve. I don't want to say that though.
This its own line and connect these two.
But it's a piece that you put, in the middle.
So
my bad. You were saying
these two because these are less sensitive than this. So it's basically the same setup. But another part of it is if you have your every single vacuum system that you have in your car has to go into the bottom of the manifold. So this is the PCV, and I'm gonna.
Okay, he's talking about the PCV
with the brake booster, so that I can still pull some vacuum out of the head. Catch cans over there.
Okay. So pull the vacuum out of the head because the catch can is over there.
So
wait, hold on. Take the vacuum
out of the head.
Vacuum out of the head.
Cans over there.
Vacuum out of the head to pull the fumes or the liquid and the whatnot out of the engine into the catch can while the engine is the intake manifold is not under boost, right? Okay, but that means that valve that I was just talking about needs to be placed in between though. Because if it doesn't, under boost, the fumes and the liquids and whatnot can go back into the intake and create a flutter. Alright, bro.
So this whole setup will work pretty nicely. From the tank, we have the fuel filter. We have an AN6 line. These are AN6 fittings that fit those, just so you know. They fit the manifold. So this will go right onto it, and then it'll go through the manifold to the pressure regulator, which then has the return. So you have another 6AN line here with another fitting. That's going to go, these are going to be both sides of the fuel rail.
Alright.
As for wiring, you're going to need to make your throttle position sensor wires a lot longer. So you can see that I extended mine by about a foot. So this is pretty simple. If you don't know your wiring,
yeah, don't do it.
You really don't want to mess these up. So this is just my own custom splice.
I mean, bro, it's 3 wires, bro. Y'all can do it. Alright, y'all can do it. 3 wires,
It
bro.
turned out pretty well. So that's one thing that you need to rewire. This is part of the injector harness.
Okay, so in the setting where my from like OEM, right, my harness is talking about those, I'm gonna need those adapted to whatever type of
Those
injectors I want.
over there are going to be fitting right onto this, and then there are a few more like that too. This is part of the idle air control. I had to lengthen this as well by probably about 8 inches to a foot. So that's a little difference there because this doesn't fit around the manifold perfectly. I modified the standoffs. I just cut them a bit and made sure that
Yo, it's gonna look good, bro. No, I'm looking at this, bro, and I can picture my bro. It's gonna look good, bro. Yeah, I'm looking at this, bro, and I'm picturing my engine, and it's gonna look good, though. It's gonna look good. But mine is all black, so it's gonna match the
2 injectors in there. Slid it in and probably
the
tested it
valve
like
covers
5
even
times.
more.
So now it's ready to install. If you completed the engine and had the intake manifold on there like I did, and when you go drop the engine in, look out for your master cylinder for the clutch. This right here scraped the hell out of my manifold,
Ooh,
and I'll show you what that looks like.
on that nice finish.
Yeah,
Ooh, no, I don't like that. All right. Note to myself though, whenever I'm gonna install the engine, I'm gonna put a rag or some type of paper in the back.
From there,
Yeah.
but
Well, this is yo. Somebody done DJ on your done.
pretty serious. I'm definitely gonna have to just
Polish that.
buff it out before I put it back on. But
Yeah, bro.
since we were checking everything else on the engine, and that's such a small part, it really didn't stop it, but it just scratched it up a lot. So look out for the clearances between those. When it is installed, you have about that much clearance. All the manifold hardware is pretty good quality. Nothing feels like it's gonna break like the fittings did. So I would say the only issue with this manifold is just make sure you get fitting sizes because they don't tell you, and do your research in your injectors so you don't have to cut your standoffs. So this is partially my mistake, but hey, it fits pretty streamlined.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that for real.
And I don't think there's gonna be an issue at all.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that.